Hey, video friends. Oh, yeah, the lips are brighter than I thought. That happens sometimes. Oh, well, you just never know when you get on here what it's going to look like because you can check it with your camera, but sometimes the way it looks with your camera is not exactly the way it looks whenever you're on YouTube. Anyway, hi, video friends. Yes, I'm back. I know it's been a very long time since September since anybody's seen me. So thank you for your patience with me. I was having a rough patch there and I'm starting to feel a little bit more like myself again. So thank you for all of you who reached out to check on me and see how I was doing. It is really appreciated. Excuse me. Allergy season has started early here. We had a really warm patch a couple weeks ago. So yeah, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I've been up to over the past couple months and kind of where I might be going in the next few months. So if you followed me for a while, you know I was doing a shopping fast for 2024. And like any fast, sometimes it goes wrong here and there. And so a couple things I needed to buy during the fast. So I just wanted to share a little bit about that and kind of some of the things I learned, talk a little bit about what I'm thinking about for spring. And then I want to share with you this super easy scarf tie that I've been wearing on repeat. No, I don't think it has a name, but if you want to name it, let me know what you think it ought to be called. Anyway, so yeah, let's start with the shopping fast. So I had decided in 2024 to do a shopping fast. The only things that really weren't included were like running shoes, new underwear, socks, etc. And kind of exceptions were things that needed to be replaced. Anything that wore out, if it was a staple and a basic that I wore all the time, then definitely I was going to replace that. And so that's what most of my purchasing from last year ended up being. I ended up buying this sweater, found it on eBay, and that's where I went for it's where I went for, I think, all of my purchases that weren't underwear and running shoes. Anyway, so yep, I had a white sweater that dyed. I had my gray um, I have a gray V-neck merino wool sweater that I used to wear at least once a week, if not 2 or 3 times a week sometimes. I know, embarrassing, right? But wore right through the elbows, so I ended up getting I got 2 of those because I wear them so often. So got those and had to get some new pants because I outgrew my pants because sometimes that happens. So yeah, the shopping fast was not meant to be torture. It was meant to be a learning experience. And I did. I learned some things. I learned obviously what I wear on repeat, and what I need to make sure that I am thinking about buying as the season changed. It's like, oh, well, I wore that all winter. I also have a lot of shoes last year. I just realized that my feet are not what they were in my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, even my 50s. And comfort in my shoes, my idea of comfort has changed. And so I ended up buying some shoes. Some were replacements. And then I did some shopping in the after Christmas sales, kind of that little tiny window between Christmas and New Year's, because there's some great sales out there. For example, I ended up buying these and a pair in blue, and they're one of my favorite brands of shoes. Super, super comfy. So I picked those up, and those will work really well for me for spring and summer. Super excited about that. I actually also bought a top for spring that's kind of got a feel of my spring, where I'm hoping my spring wardrobe will go. And why am I thinking spring so early? Well, one, we had that little like warm patch, but 2, I think because I did not shop and I did not spend a lot of time looking at outfits or style or catalogs or websites and emails. I mean, I unsubscribed from so many lists that I really didn't do a whole lot of looking at style and fashion, except that you can't avoid it at Christmas because it's everywhere, right? It's all over you. So when it was time and I wore the same things over and over and over again because I wasn't necessarily looking for inspiration. Here and there I did, but I was not as tuned into what was going on as I usually am. So I decided when it was time that I could actually buy some things again, I was gonna buy some things, and I was going to look around and start thinking about spring early because it just I needed a little bit of a change. So what am I thinking for spring? It's on my Pinterest, and I will link to my inspiration board for spring, summer for 2025 below, but it's kind of right here. I just printed out this image I found on Pinterest. Apparently, it's much bigger than this, and you can get it as a poster for the wall. It's this Cafe de Flore, very cute. I just something about it just really speaks to me this season. Maybe because we've had some really cold weather, and I'm feeling like April in Paris. You know what is the song? But anyway, so yeah, so what have I got going? What's going on in here? There's a lot of browns. And brown is a huge color for 2025. All the browns, everything from, but there's a lot of taupes in here as well. So everything from, chocolate brown to the light tans and everything else. I don't own a lot of brown, but my brown corduroy pants that I had to buy last year because outgrew, they'll get a lot of wear this spring. So I'm very excited about that. There's quite a bit of pink and kind of a soft, deep red. So I'm looking forward to that. You'll have to go click on the link because it doesn't look the colors just don't show up the same way, right? There's a lot of light blues in here. There's some greens. So, and for me, green is a signature color for me because my green eyes. I don't have as much green as I would like. And I'm always on the hunt for green. So we'll see. Hopefully there'll be some more green coming up this year. And I mentioned I bought something. So I bought this toile top. It comes in a couple of different colors, and it actually came in a green, but it wasn't making me happy in the green. So yeah, I'm really kind of excited about this. It's very feminine, very soft, super comfortable. Cotton should be great for spring and summer when our weather gets hot here. And I'm looking forward to wearing that, for example, just with my jeans and maybe my new little sandals and a straw bag, super cute, some pink beads. I'm looking forward to wearing it with some pink trousers as well, for some color because I need some color in my outfit. So yeah, kind of looking forward to that. I think next week I'll actually talk more about this and how I think it's going to play out in my wardrobe, like what I want to make sure I have in my wardrobe to help reflect this style vibe, and kind of maybe a couple of outfits that I could see wearing. So yeah, that'll be for next week. So stay tuned. So that should be coming out next Wednesday. And then last but not least, let's talk a little bit about the scarf tie that I want to share with you today. So let me back up a little bit. This is just a super easy scarf tie. Doesn't require no technical skills required, right? And the reason I love this is that it's very relaxed, super easy, super effortless looking, and it doesn't rely on the bias fold. And I'll make sure I link the bias fold video down below that is so common for a lot of scarf ties. This one is just super easy. It works really well with this kind of 1 meter or 1 yard square scarf. So rather than the bias fold, you just grab the corners. Here we go. And you just start with a triangle, right? Start with a triangle. And in this case, I always make sure that I kind of overlap my triangle so it's not exactly matched, because then when it moves and slips. So there's my triangle. Bump, bump, my triangle. Flipping it over. Dump, dump, dump. There we go, right? Now, this is where you want to make it uneven. This is where it's kind of unusual. So you want to make it really uneven. So I'm going to take one end and make it, there we go. I'm going to make this end a lot longer. So you can actually see the point is almost at my shoulder. So, and you can do this with smaller scarves as well. It doesn't have to be a whole yard or meter. It does not work really, really well with the teeny tiny kind of neckerchief style scarves that I wear a lot, but it works anything from 24, 26 and up. So uneven. And the thing that's weird is you can take the short end and put it over the long. So you're going to have to change hands. And then, And then you're going to take your long and bend it back over the short. And I have to look at what I'm doing. There's my end. And then just tie it in a square knot. There you go. Super relaxed, super casual. You can tuck it in, you can leave it out, but it's a super, I just said super like 4 times in a row. Really, really effortless scarf tie. Still looks polished because you get that extra bit of color and that extra flair of having a scarf, but it doesn't require a whole lot of coordination. So let's do it again. And I'm struggling because this video shows backward. So remember, start with a triangle. Flip it over the back of you. Make those ends uneven. Short over long. Long back and around. And then I use a square knot because there. Oh, and you can see I did it the other direction this time. There we go. And then you just kind of futz with it if you need to. But yeah, it's just super easy, super effortless. So I hope that, oh, that didn't turn out to be a square knot at all, did it? Over. There we go. That's better. Oh, and that time you can see my my tags are hanging out. I don't like that. Normally I will put the tags down on the point in the back. All right, so I hope that inspires you to grab a scarf for spring, something lightweight and maybe silky. And that's the thing that I love about this for spring is that we're just getting to that kind of tail of the season. I know some of you are in a much colder place where you may where you might not be thinking about that heavy, woolly, cozy scarf. You might be thinking, oh, I need a little something, but I don't need anything so heavy. So this is absolutely perfect. Easy to remove, doesn't require a whole lot of effort, and easy to get back on if you need it without standing in front of the mirror and futzing. Doesn't require a whole lot of effort. Like I said, effortless style, effortless scarf style. Like, does it get any better than that? Stay safe and sound, sane and stylish. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me today because your time is precious and any of you to spend with me is a gift. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Hopefully it will be a little bit more put together. And we'll talk a little bit more about the style and how it's going to play out, how I'm going to create it, how I'm going to help it play out in my wardrobe and in some outfits for spring. Maybe we'll like come up with like 5 outfits that reflect this. Does that sound good? Let me know in the comments below. Bye. Oh, there's Jane. Hi, Jane. And yeah, I'm sorry. I totally did not see that comment. It's good to see you again. And we'll see you next week, hopefully. Bye. And end. Because you have to push like 3 buttons to end it.